welcome to episode 6 of Let's Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 with me, Sean Sandbrook. Of course, we're sort of in the middle of January now, a bit of a boring time, but last week it wasn't very boring at all because we built this amazing inverted roller coaster. Look at the theming just there, really good. We put in the cable car going up to the top with the observation tower, which is great. We also put in this bobsleigh, the temperamental bobsleigh, which was a bit of a boring layout, but we themed it up really nice and it looks great. Like I mentioned last week, Joe's back. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Joe's back again this week. Also returning is the one and only Legoland Trough.
Legoland Trough. Oh, is that my name?
Yeah, Alex Crump. Did you have a good Christmas and New Year?
I did have a good Christmas and New Year. Yeah. I was just wondering where that question was leading to.
You had a good time then, yeah?
I did, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, awesome. Obviously, we're out in California at the moment.
We are.
Over this episode. We've flown Joe out just for this. It's not been pre-recorded before we went on holiday at all. But yeah, here we go. So we're building. We're going to finish this Chinese theme.
We're going to finish this and then we're going to watch Paint the Night.
Yeah. So Joe's flew in all the way from England just for this one. There we go. That's why it's gone on a bit later today. See the time difference.
Yeah. That's why there's been cutbacks to the 5th year because we've got to pay for Joe's flights.
There we go. What are we going to go then just here then? What did we say? A drop tower, didn't we, in the last a roto drop.
Roto drop.
So let's have a little look. Obviously,
It's looking great from when I was here.
You've just shown Alex the upgrades. Where do you think, to the right or to the left?
I'd say in that clearing. I think that's
here.
Yeah.
So we're going to lower it down.
Yeah.
So if I press me shift key, lower me down. Just need to watch the railway. Down quite a bit, you reckon?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like
about there.
Just to the point where we can see it doesn't slow down because I love that.
There we go.
There we go.
Bit of a leg chopper there.
Yeah.
Like that. There we go. So and we'll take it up, not too high. Bit lower, I think. About that. You reckon?
Yeah.
Not too much with these rotor drops. Because you look at that, that's a good height. With these, you don't need them to be too high.
Wouldn't you love to be on the railway? Wouldn't you love to be on the railway when that drops?
Oh no, yeah, you get some good shots. There we go.
Sean's photo point services.
I'll put that in. There we go. Colour-wise, again, we might go for something a bit brighter with this, but I might go for the dark red.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll have the yellow bit around the top in sort of a brown colour. Keep that grey. These maybe grey. Yeah, let's get that testing. We know that that's going to be fine. Like I say, with these flat rides, you know that they're going to be alright. But you can build the rotor drops too tall that they don't sort of work very well, so it should just pop out. There he is. Whee! There's Alex sat there, look. There you go.
The big boy seat.
The big boy seat. Oh, there you go. Well, have you ever noticed on G-Force at Drayton Manor, they've actually got, it says big boy seat on like
Thanks for reminding me.
There you go, and then it's going to drop.
G-Force's only fan.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is nice, isn't it?
You can't see that slow down at all.
Oh, there you go. Joe Beasley. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's get some footpath on the ground. There we go.
There he goes again.
It's off. You've got EP style throughputs coming in. There we go. Roland Max coming in. He's saying, "Yo, no Europa." There we go. That's it. We're going to send down.
Was that your Roland Mac impression?
No Europa. There we go. Europa Park. Rust. There we go. We're going to have a bit of a queue congregation going on here. Tell you what, I'm going to reroute this queue line. There we go.
Queue line.
If you want to clear queue line, show both the queue line. That quote's from Helix. There we go. There we go. Put it in between the two food outlets. And we'll bring this down here. There we go. And we'll put that in just there. Bit of queue jumping won't happen there because we'll put some theming in. Like I say, we don't want any queue jumping. It's not like it's in Spain, the Spanish queue jumping action. There we go. That's it.
Is that because of the Spanish, or is that just because of the way the parks ran, or?
The queue lines are really easy to.
It's a bit of both.
In Portventura.
So we're going to partially blame the Spaniards, and we're going to partially blame the queuing system of Portventura.
Portventura Park, yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously Ferrari Land, you never know, that might be rectified. I'll have to see. There we go, we've got a joint exit coming out there. There you go, the handymen are going to love that. We'll put a couple of exit signs in. We'll put one there so nobody goes down that exit. We'll put one there so the people that come out of that exit don't go down that exit. There we go, we'll put one down here so nobody goes down both exits. Yeah. I say it's like an exit, come out the maze. What's the excitement results on this? Ooh, 5.38, that's really good on the excitement. Obviously just under 6, but it doesn't need to be 6 because it's not a coaster. It's only the coasters we really want to be over 6. Unfortunately, the bobsleigh didn't really quite make it to that. But anyway, that's nice. So we'll carry on putting a bit of theming in, shall we, around here? A bit of scenery. Reveal it, Joe. What have we discussed off camera? What we're going to put in our Polynesia style area?
Well, I've sort of took inspiration from obviously Portaventura's Polynesia. The thing I've always really wanted to do with if I owned that park is I'd rip out Tatuki Splash and put in a big.
Where's he going with this? Where's he going?
Big vertical drop roller coaster into the top of that. That really.
Can you just repeat that for me? What would you like to do?
Vertical drop
Thank
roller
you.
coaster.
Just wanted to hear you say it.
Just one more time for me as well. If that's
vertical drop.
Oblivion, yeah.
Roller coaster, yeah.
Yeah, Oblivion, the black hole.
And I put it into the top of the volcano, underground, or inside it, in some side of a volcano building, say.
Yeah.
I think that just works so well as a theme.
It would really well.
Are you listening, PA? Because Joe's got some
I've
plans
got some
for you.
good ideas.
Yeah, we're going to carry on. So yeah, he wants a job. There we go. We'll sort of carry on here, sort of making it look a bit like a ruin, like we have done the rest of this area. Obviously, we'll just sort of with Alex, you're not seeing what we've done here. Obviously, it's like a dark sort of Chinese area. So down here is Happy China. You're going to come around the corner here, and then you're into.
Be careful.
Sort of the other side of the Great Wall, because Joe had another idea as well. Tell viewers about that. What the plan is with that one.
Well, I thought a good way to separate these two areas would be to just put a Great Wall of China in and kind of separate the whole area. So you've got the good side of China and you've got this bad side as well.
This will be the only dark themed area of the park. We won't be having any. Haunted house attraction or anything.
That's
like
where
that.
you'd insert a dueling coaster then, wouldn't you? That goes over the other side of the wall.
It would have been good.
See, I think that's a really good way of separating the two areas, because obviously it's a Chinese themed area, and what does everyone know about China? I mean,
The Great Wall.
the Great Wall.
Or Dragon
obviously.
Khan.
Yeah, Dragon Khan, yeah. But that's the other side.
I like Dragon Khan, but it's no chamois bee, is it?
It's traditional ride, I'd say. I call it traditional, that ride, because it's
that thing inspired a lot of rides
Oh, yeah,
that are out
definitely.
there today.
I mean, it's nothing in today's standard. I mean, it's pretty much a bog standard sit down B&M now, but
It still packs a
it
punch.
still does pack a punch. You forget, and it's had so much done to it this year as well, which helps.
Yeah, it's had quite a lot of improvements, hasn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
they've done a lot of track work to it.
Yeah.
Replacing little bits.
And it's good to see, because it means that it's going to stay for years to come. That
The trains were a lot better as well, weren't they?
yeah, replaced a lot
Restraints.
of restraints and that kind of thing. And it's just bits like that make you believe in that park, because it's not all been fantastic.
If you've seen the
recent
vlog,
years.
from when we were there over Halloween. Obviously, Alex, you've not been, have you, to Portventura?
No. Technically yes, and technically no. I mean, if you
Oh, it's raining.
if you started your life as a person that went on all-inclusive holidays to Spain, and then you realise when you were
an all-inclusive.
when you were staying in Salou one day that
Salou.
that they were offering cheap coach trips to Portventura for an hour, then
An hour?
then
I like the way he said an hour.
then I technically call that a visit to PA. Although
Did you
yours,
ride anything or not?
besides the coach, not a lot.
Just the coach. There we go. Oh, it's still better than El Diablo, the coach. I don't like that thing at all. I mean, they reckon El Diablo and the Silver River Flume only ended up without any theming because that area was because obviously John Wardley got involved with it all, and that was all passed off before
Before he had any say in
Wardley
it,
could say, right, we need to sort this out, which makes a lot of sense because, we know Wardley did a lot for that park, but would Wardley have left Silver River Flume, and El Diablo the way it is? I don't think he would have.
I think the problem isn't Silver River. I think Silver River's quite a good log flume.
It is the last drop on it.
It's a good log flume, but I think it did lack theming.
Majorly.
And
I think this part lacks theming.
I think the layout of El Diablo was just not on. That it's
boring. Three lift hills.
Yeah, 3 lift hills, and you spend most of your time on those lift hills.
Like this ride over here. Well, that's got theming.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's just not. I mean, obviously you got the theming elements, but it doesn't make the ride any better. You know, it's the head choppers aren't anywhere near you. So
I do like the station area, I must admit.
Yeah.
And the first drop, we all like the doom 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 as it's going out the station.
I think the op cabin is, if you've ever been, the op cabin on that ride is the best thing in the world. Like you're sitting on top of what looks like an old balcony. It's quite funny.
Yeah. Nice station, nice theming.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. I think we'll speed up a little bit while I finish this area over here. We'll start putting in this Great Wall of China aspect, sort of down. Where are you thinking, Joe? Where was your inspiration? Sort of around
in front of the tree line there, I'd say, or maybe
just going up into the tree line.
Yeah, and then maybe like
not too much of it.
Have an archway or something that goes over the path. In that corner there near
Yeah.
So I just realised, never asked you two. How was your Christmas and New Year? Did you enjoy it? Yeah, nice and festive.
Yeah, it was good.
Sean, what was your favourite moment of the London fireworks on New Year's Eve? What was your highlight?
I wasn't there this year.
No, but when you watched it on the television, what was your favourite part?
I liked the whole thing of it, really.
Did you? With the moving heads in the.
It looks good every year.
Capsules.
Yeah, it looks good every year, doesn't it? The London fireworks.
I'm just putting him under pressure now because he's trying to think of answers to my questions.
Since
when it's not in the script, he hates it.
Since they've started charging for tickets.
He's actually lost for words.
Yeah, since they started charging, I've lost the sort of inspiration to go. I'll be honest. I might go in the next couple of years. But anyway, we'll speed up. I'll put this Great Wall element in. We'll speed up, and then we're going to move on to the dive coaster, which is going to start going in here. Another B&M coaster. B&M got a good contract with this park, haven't they? You got the flawless here, the inverted here.
They're not going to do the 2 hours and start getting rid of the B&M for the Gerstlauer, are they?
No, it's not going to happen. No.
They're not going to allow it to happen.
No Gerstlauer will be built on this park. I confirm that now. Let's move on. Let's go. There we go, so the Great Wall's gone in, just here, which looks good, and then obviously just finish this off around here. There is room for maybe another flat ride there in the future, but we'll sort of leave that for now. That's done. I mean, look at that. It looks really good over the past sort of episode. We've built that up. So right, let's go into what we're doing now. This here's going to have a few food outlets in, sort of on the good side of China. You're going to come round here into our next themed area, which we've already said is going to be a Polynesian area. Off camera, just have added some sort of big trees and stuff around the side just here. Sort of leaning to where this dive coaster is going to go. So our next ride from B&M is going in. It's going to be the dive coaster. Hello, is that B&M? Hello, yeah, that's B&M, Sean. Yeah, we're coming on down site. We've got a vertical drop coaster for you. It's called Gravity Gale. There it is. There you go. But we're not going to give you that. It sounds like he wants to be a millionaire. Chris Talent, my name now.
Well, we're not going to give you that.
We're not going to give you that, Chris Talent. Right, okay, Joe loves these dive coasters, so I'm going to let him sort of take control of it. I'm still going to build it, I think.
Yeah,
you want me to?
Yeah,
but
you build it.
Sure, you can have the mouse if you want.
No, that's fine.
Okay. And then he's going to inspire me. So you think where you're going to go? Where do you want to go with this?
I'd say start in the air.
What, that sort of facing that way, or
Yeah, facing that way.
maybe up there, maybe.
And yeah, and then we'll turn it round back towards the centre of the
Oh,
volcano.
we've already got a green track.
And then
Big green track. What's it made by? Not Mac.
Not Mac.
Yeah. How are we going to maybe bank it round?
Yeah,
Straight out the station.
Yeah.
Into a bit of banking action.
Yeah.
We all like a good bank.
Sets it up for the lift hill.
What, and then back up again?
Yeah. And then up into a left hill.
Steep left.
I think so, yeah.
That'll make it, won't it? 15 foot to 15 foot.
Will it be far enough over to...
You're gonna take it round here. Maybe not. No, maybe we should
go a bit straight then.
Maybe a little bit of sort of hard to work out unless we go a bit further out, maybe
Yeah, try that.
into the trees. Potentially, we could lower down a little bit as well. Do a bit of ground alteration. What do you think, Alex? You're very quiet over there.
I'm just studying. Taking interest. Not with a pen and paper, no.
He doesn't know much, does he?
I have a lot of knowledge about things, I'm just not allowed to use them in these videos.
Oh, what about that? Is that about right?
Even further over if we can, I'd say.
A bit more?
We want to go right into the centre, don't we?
Right into there.
Yeah. That's it. If we can get like an upwards on that. Yeah,
yes.
That'll work there.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully it won't roll back at that point.
There we go.
Yes, yeah.
But you got 15 foot into a 15 foot.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to make it, I'll be honest, before we go any further.
Yeah.
I really don't. Why don't we raise the station?
I was going to say make the station higher.
Oh, there you go, Alex, with the actual interest. There we go.
Back in the game.
So he's back in the game, everybody. Whee! Alex Crump is back. It took until this episode to get there, but there we go. It's all about that food over Christmas. How high do you want to go with this, Joe?
I think it's more important that we have height restriction planning here because we're in a nature area.
About that?
We dig down to make our rides interesting. So we're going to do that. Yeah, I'd say that's about fine, yeah.
120 feet.
120 foot, and then I think we go a good 80 underground.
80?
80.
Whoa! 80!
80.
What are you gonna go with at the top? How far do you want it to come out? Are you gonna drop on that angle, are you? Yeah.
That angle, yeah, that's better.
So you want to come out one more?
One more, and then down.
And then,
straight down.
Are you going straight, or are you having a holding point? You have a holding break?
Oh, holding break, yeah.
Holding break?
And then-
Come on, to oblivion, the black hole.
Oh, maybe one more over, do you reckon?
Yeah, just a little bit further. Building that tension a little bit more, build it up.
It's going to be one of those, a bit like a Baron, where you go straight off the edge.
The Baron Akanakanakanen, yeah. We can maybe have a big cog on the side.
Yeah.
I did say cog. There we go. So we'll send it down.
You also said you like banking.
There we go, we'll send it down. I do, I love a good bank just on the side here.
Yeah.
Right, is that it? Is that alright for you?
Yeah, that's beautiful, that is.
So we're going to lower down the land quite a bit.
Yeah.
We're not going to start curving off yet, are we, like that? We're going to keep it going down into this volcano, the Polynesian volcano of Tycoon.
He wants you to go 80 foot, then curve.
80 feet. Can't construct this here. You can't build partly above ground. Right, okay, we're going to have to do some major land modding here.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to bring that back up a second. And then I'm going to lower that until it says I can't go any further, which is about there. Okay? Flatten that back out. Can't partly build above. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was just because we got to a point where it wouldn't be able to straighten itself out before. Yeah, that's nice though, because it means that we can...
That there is good.
That's a good drop.
That's a good drop.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking here? Where do you want to come out? Are you,
Can we bank to the side to come out? Could that be?
what, maybe up and...
Yeah, up and bank to the side.
What's Joe think to that? We've got to think it's going to be quite a lot of speed.
It's going to be a lot of speed at this point. I think...
Straight
Do you not
back.
think
I think straight, but and a slight angle. You know, like how Oblivion comes out. Yeah,
Which
kind of
way?
on an angle like that. Like, yeah.
So we'll come like that and we can maybe even...
Put like a downwards helix in or something if we build the height back up.
You could put something like... You can maybe go on that sort of way. What do you think?
Yeah.
And then do an inversion coming down from that.
What type of inversions can we do on these? I forget.
Loops. And that's about it.
Yeah.
With these, obviously, not like a roller coaster Tycoon 3, you can do a bit more, but 60 feet, you reckon that's about 120 into 60, that's going to be way too fast.
Yeah.
That needs to be
A bit higher up.
even higher, that. 90.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll have, you know, a nice pocket there time. Do you reckon go straight down? Not straight down again, but like...
Another V.
Another drop, I'd say. And you could put maybe a loop at the bottom or... I don't know if it'd be too fast though.
I think it's going to be, we've got
Yeah.
some height on that.
Yeah.
It looks good though.
Maybe, maybe have downwards helix at the top of that then.
At the top here.
Yeah.
What, bringing the drop back up? you reckon?
Yeah, bring the drop back up to there, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then,
You could maybe do a bit of...
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah. Go for that.
That's going to be intense.
Yeah.
But it's going to be good. Then we can bring it back up again.
Back up.
You know what? I'm going to put in a photo point before I forget.
Yeah.
As well. There we
You don't
go.
want to what? A silver star?
Silver Star. We already had another one of them, Alex, in the
Oh,
episodes
yeah.
that you weren't here. Back up
The
again.
ones, of course, I've
Yeah.
watched.
There we go.
I think, yeah, that's a nice height there.
Bit of air time. You're going to get a bit of ejector there. It's going to be like, oh, and then.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
How could you describe something by going, you can do a bit of a, oh, I failed to understand that.
Do you reckon we
I
could
don't
go for a loop like through
From that?
under the station if we turned it back
What,
around?
around?
Yeah.
Potentially, we can have a go. What, you want to come down like that?
Yeah.
It might be quite difficult.
Yeah. It looks difficult because obviously we might have to do.
Or could you just go over the top?
How big's the loop? If we go,
Yeah.
just pretend we're going to put one in there from him. No.
No,
No,
it's not very big.
No. Not going to happen, no.
No. Okay. Right. Well.
You could have a loop there, have
a loop
is that
there.
going to be a bit too quick? Unless we raise that up a bit and have your loop like that,
Yeah.
maybe.
Because we're still gonna have
We've got to
quite
have
a
a
bit
loop
of
in it.
speed. Yeah.
So it's 75, it's going to come around here, it's going to have quite a bit of speed. Remember, it's just dropped from 120 there.
Yeah. It's gonna have quite a bit of speed. At
It
this point
is.
still.
Yeah. It might even need to go a bit higher, that, so it's
Yeah.
not too intense. Do you
Yeah.
want to do that?
Yeah. Let's do that.
One more up, and then...
It's a shame you can't do a large loop on these.
It is. We can do a good bit of theme in there, though.
Yeah.
I reckon send it back down, then we can put the queue entrance under there or something.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
We're going for a long dive coach, so I don't want it to just be, arty-farty. It's going to be a good long
As in
ride.
two drop special or
I reckon take it back up into another vehicle, smaller vehicle, Sheikra style.
maybe you could have the drops like starting like in opposites so that it comes out the other opposite way. You know.
Could do. Should we send it back up on a bank, maybe?
I think so. Yeah.
I reckon we get up
into
to
that and then up. Well, no, hang on, that's not gonna work.
I
So
reckon
have
we
to-
won't really be able to get much higher than 50 feet now.
Yeah.
With speed.
With the amount of momentum we've got anyway.
We might have though. You think it is coming from a mass height?
Yeah.
Back down. It's just going to crawl over there. Back down. Coming over that at a nice speed round. It's going to be carrying the speed quite well. We might be able to take it up a couple of notches.
Yeah. Will we be able to bring it over to
Over here.
Yeah, or maybe so that they come in from opposite sides, so they drop both like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know you can't see me, viewers.
What sort of round here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Round
But
here.
you'll see what we mean.
So
when
like a
we go
V shape.
there. Yeah, so they drop in together. But obviously from where we are now, we're
That's
gonna
going to
have
be quite difficult.
Yeah, well, unless we do some sort of small airtime moments just to
I
get
reckon
us
we
there.
need to take a drop down.
Maybe an airtime moment under here and back round up another lift hill.
A second lift, you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon a second lift wouldn't be bad.
You want a long B&M?
I don't know. I'm not sure about a second lift on a B&M.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be a
true.
world first?
Unless we take it under there
Yeah, could do. And then.
and just feet peter it out and then round into a break room.
Yeah, okay, let's do
Unless
that.
we don't go for a second vertical drop.
I think we've lost quite a bit of height, haven't we? That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of using a second
Yeah.
hill. That's my... unless we do bring that back out and go into round here, like so. Take it up again if we can. Round and then into it. I'm just going to take out some more money. There we go. Chris Franklin. There we go. That's it. And then take it down, then drop it there.
But do you not think it could? Again, this is sort of going with what Joe was saying in a way. Could you not have it dropping into the ground, but under the drop you've put in on the first lift? So not so steep at all, but just something that can go in and so you get
round the
another
back
inside.
here.
But yeah, but inside and round. So you come out again.
Good.
That means you're not going to do it.
It's a challenging ride.
It is.
I just don't really want to use another lift, I'll be honest. But it's hard to know how much speed it's going to be still carrying at this point.
Yeah.
I think we should play it safe for now.
Yeah. If we've got loads of speed, when we test it, we can always just go back and
Yeah.
The only
and
roller
have it.
coaster in the world that's been built, fully constructed and designed, and then has been changed because of the speed.
Money is no object.
Not in this.
I've got a loan for God's sake. Why don't we drop it just into vertical there again underground?
I think it wouldn't be a bad thing, would it?
You know, it
Let's do
doesn't.
it.
I don't think it needs to be next to that one at all. I think all the focus should be on that one big one.
I mean, you
really.
could even come back out that hole.
That's what I mean.
where
I
you
didn't
just
mean a
come-
lift. I meant literally just straight down into the ground and out again. From the other
Let's
side.
go vertical again.
Yeah, and then go. I reckon come back out if you can, out the way we went in to the first drop. If that's even possible. I don't
So
know.
where do you want to come back out?
Like maybe behind, or
What, and bring it round here?
yeah, bring it back round and then into break.
And then under this.
What,
and
come
to the
out of a
break.
hole here, like?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
It's really hard to sort of... That might work.
Yeah.
Then back down.
Yeah.
It's an
And then
exciting layout, I
Bring,
must
bring, it,
admit.
bring it round the outside and through the
Yeah, through
The
the,
raised-
airtime
yeah.
moment. Yeah.
and then into the break room with probably a couple of.
There you go. You can come back
With
out
the-
the ground here.
Yeah.
Then we're in line with that.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of an issue. And as we bank that a little bit more, quite a bit of thought going on. It's taking 2 experience and 1 non-experience. Roll- How's that?
Yeah.
So you're dropping there into the unknown, and then
Yeah.
whilst you're underground there, you're going up, little bit pocket of airtime round. That'll catch a lot of people out.
Yeah. Be in the dark as well.
Yeah, and then we come straight up into the break run, I reckon.
Don't forget to add your photo. Have you added your photo point? Oh,
It's
you
in,
did,
it's
didn't you?
there.
Of course you did. I forgot.
There we go. Then into a break run.
Yeah.
Not a very long run off.
Put in a block break.
Yeah. Unless you do send it down here, then round. But it might be a bit.
It's so hard to tell how much speed we'll have at this point.
Not a
Because
lot.
you could do little airtime bunny hit hills or something like that.
It just could be way too intense, but I like it, so we're going to go with it.
Yeah,
This could be way too intense now. That's a lot of one lift hill, though.
yeah.
That's a lot.
But you're gonna go with it.
I'm going to go with it because it's, it's that time of year, and it was just at Christmas.
And yeah.
It's a time to sort of take a risk. A risk with this park. There we go.
Risk with money.
Is that going to make it back up?
Who knows?
And we've got to think about, I've now got to connect this brake up.
Yeah. Have we put any brakes in yet? We
No.
haven't, have we?
That's going to be slow at that point.
Yeah.
So I reckon a couple of brakes. We'll just slow that down. There we go. This is going to be,
I mean, you could always, if you wanted to, you could shorten the station if it's coming in too quick.
yeah. Let's test it. Hey, we've got some recognisable. We don't want 3 cars per train because all ride positions offer a front seat view except for the back. So we're just going to have the 2 rows for this one. Here it comes.
Oh, it goes,
Yeah!
it goes very nicely onto that.
There you are, going up the anti-roll back.
See, remember the thing you got to remember is when you do a pre-drop into a
Look at that.
into a lift hill, it means that you won't have any maintenance to do on the feeder wheels.
I do hope it doesn't roll back because they're very close together, these two trains. We don't want to roll back as it might not be very good for this park. Leave that one there. Here it comes. Oh, oh, that's nice. That's nice.
That's very nice.
That's beautiful so far. Is he going to make it up here? It should.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice. Here we go.
good speed.
Yeah.
It's a good,
Yeah.
quite fast over the loop.
Yeah.
We're at a good speed. It might need to enhance. Oh, that's quite fast. It's quite fast.
Oh, it's
Yeah, that's going to be very intense. Yeah. We're going to need some edits.
yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
No, it was good until the loop, I'd say.
Yeah, this bit was quite a good speed. We might get away with the loop.
The thing is, we could make the loop.
This is
It's not too
brilliant.
bad.
That is
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic. That bank in there,
Yeah.
you're going to get some good force at the bottom. That point there,
Yeah.
the airtime hill, and then it's just from there. The loop needs raising up a little bit more, possibly.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see the results on that. Oh, it's not come back too intense though.
No.
It might. Oh, there we go. 7.18. It's actually got some good ratings.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
rideable.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of what do we want to do? Do we want to change it? Because it's got some good results.
I think it's. You know when you watched Oblivion the Black Hole go round?
Yeah.
You know how quickly it went over those
Yeah.
airtime hills?
Yeah.
In comparison, you know, obviously it's a game and it's very different. It doesn't look too bad.
No.
I mean, the only thing I'm a bit worried about is that how short the brake run is.
Well, let's shorten the station.
I'd
then.
say the station needs
and
a
then that'll
shortening
do
around
because
it.
it's going fine round the rest.
And we got plenty of cars going around.
See, there's
as
two
well.
ways you could look at that. You could either shorten the station or raise the station higher.
But the pre-drop
Yeah.
would be affected then.
Yeah.
Let's just shorten the station a bit because
Yeah.
we don't need as many trains.
As they're going
I
around.
mean, we're
It
not
is a little bit
Europa
close.
Yeah. There
We
go.
like to pride ourselves as being like Europa Park, but
We do, but we're just not, are we?
we're just not.
There we go. I wish some other parks would pride themselves into thinking they were a Europa Park. There we go. We'll start that about 22. And
Yeah.
we'll bring it down. 13, 9,
4.
4, and a
And a
block.
break. Yeah.
There we go. That should still go. I'm going to put the queue that side actually. There we go. 2 trains. Is that it? Let's take it off block sections. 4 trains. That's better. There we go.
I'm gonna have a 2-load special here, like Oblivion, I think.
Yeah. Colour wise, what are you thinking then for this one? I quite like the track colour.
Yeah, green is quite nice because it sort of suits the whole.
I'm not sure.
Pollination
Maybe,
theme.
what about brown maybe for the supports?
I think orange isn't a bad colour either because obviously with it being a volcano, it's
I'm not sure about that.
darker.
Yeah, but you've got your fire sort of effect then, haven't you, with your orange and your reds?
That looks quite good.
Hmm.
I like that. If we zoom out on the map and look at that
Yeah,
as well.
we need to have one eye-catching roller coaster anyway. So.
Do you reckon the orange restraints or
Have you got like a deep red for the restraints you could try?
not that?
Yeah, it's not bad that. Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
That looks quite nice.
Because it's
I like-
quite fiery.
It's a
isn't it?
fiery car. We're going to have some fire effects on there.
God,
We've
yeah.
actually
Yeah.
got up here in the scenery items. We've got some fire effects. Here you go, look.
Yeah, all round the drop, I reckon.
Some fire around the drop.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
Europa
That'll be
style.
good. Right, what we'll do, we'll speed up a bit then. Obviously, we've been babbling for 20 minutes. We'll speed up for a bit. Like, the results are in. Obviously, I've just changed the station, so yeah, that's a lot better. Look. There we go.
Has a lot changed? We'll soon see.
We'll see on the excitement
I
rating.
can't imagine anything would have changed.
No. Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's another intense ride for this part, but again, it's over 6 excitement rating, so we're looking good for our, getting our 10 coasters in. Right, we'll stop that from testing. I'll start sort of doing the key line, a little bit of theming with this one, and then I'll bring you back on when we're doing some of the main theming. So, see you in a sec. Okay, so we're back on. The theming is complete for that. The dive coaster looks good.
Yeah.
Fire's quite close there. Yeah, you know, obviously.
ET special.
If that was actually in a real park, this fire here would be coming on, obviously, when it drops down. You know, and turning back off again because we don't have that much gas unless we're Europa Park.
Yeah.
And Europa Park, if you walk past the queue line, you want to clear the queue line.
Or Universal.
Show screw to the queue line.
Exactly.
And that's a quote from Roland Mack at the opening day of Helix at Liseberg. Right, so we're moving on.
I'd have it every day in my back garden.
I'm very happy with how well bent that.
The track is. That's
track
a
is
quote
on
from
that.
Michael Mack. There we go. He likes it very well bent. Okay, so we'll move on the track. We're going to put in a water coaster.
Woo!
Hey, Alex is building this one. Here's the mouse.
Oh.
Are you going to do this again? I remember from the other
I
episode.
do remember.
That's his
It was
mouse.
so long ago.
There we go. Right, here we go. Good for you.
Do you want me to actually have a go at it?
No,
And you can-
I'm
and
going
you
to
can
build.
tell me how
You
shambolic
tell me
it
where we're
is.
going. I've got a few ideas. I'm quite good at these things, I'll be honest.
Right, so I would like quite a long station for this one.
Yeah, okay, that's dealable because we've got quite a lot of boatage going on. Okay, yeah. That's as far as it's going now.
And if we can have slightly different, a bend to the right rather than to the left, straight into the water.
Okay.
And we're going. God, this is like Countdown Conundrum or
Not very
something.
good, is he?
And then.
I've got much momentum here, has it? It's going to be falling.
All right, get it up again. Get it up.
Excuse me.
Get it up and get what up?
I'm not. This is not my thing.
Exactly,
You
you're
just asked
rubbish.
me. You just asked me to come and do you a favour, so I did. All right.
We're going round to the right. Still not going to have much momentum here, but...
See, that looks
It's
awful.
fine. It'll go up.
That looks awful.
You'll have a feeder wheel into a left hill. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Going to be like Journey to Atlantis.
Yes. What a beautiful
Beautiful machine.
yeah machine.
Depends.
Call it machine.
Depends which one.
We enjoyed the one at Gardaland as well. What was that?
Fuga de
Fuga.
Atlantide.
Yeah, that was good.
There we go.
That was a fantastic water coaster, I thought.
There we go.
Very
Then you
well
go.
themed.
This is going to be... You can soon build these things.
Yeah.
It's quite a good impression, actually.
Be well themed this, I reckon. Lots
Of
nice
course.
big-
Come on. Look at the park, Joe. Look at
Yeah.
the park.
We'll have it nice big features in this one though, I think.
Jungle, mate.
Yeah.
There we go.
As if there isn't enough trees already.
There we go. You got to have lots of trees in a park.
I know. It makes it.
Lots of pathway interaction.
We're going for a double drop on this, do you reckon? Well, on one of the drops anyway.
Yeah. Bit of Helix goodness. Helix, not from Leesburg. There we go. Quite a bit of coaster section here.
Not something that you'd want in your back garden.
There we go. Oh, I don't know, I'll have it in my back garden. Every day.
Would you have it in your back garden, Joe?
I know it in my back.
Why are you laughing? What's funny?
There we go. But he's basically, if you're wondering what he's on about, he's quoting loads of things from this video that we just watched.
Do you want to explain what the video is? Because you not really opened yourself with that one. It was the what was it called?
It was
From Leesburg.
Yeah, the Leesburg Helix opening day. It just put it in your search engine or into the
Many great
YouTube.
moments of humour.
Yeah, put it into the YouTube. It's worth watching.
Into the YouTube.
Yeah,
Into
it's-
YouTube.
Into YouTube from Stalk.
It's fantastic.
Stalk
I
on
love watching funny videos of Mack rides going out for the actual openings and stuff. It shows that they care as a company.
And from what it appears, you also like watching videos of John Wardley jumping across rocks.
yeah, who doesn't though? Who doesn't?
Well, yeah,
He's-
but-
All these are legends.
But the fact that you can quote that so well is concerning to me.
No, I visualise audio very well.
You visual-
How the hell does that work?
Makes sense of
I
that
don't know,
I
one.
thought Alex was coming out with some rubbish on this.
I just blew my own mind there. No, I memorise audio really well for some reason. It's just always been.
I mean, completely different now. This is looking good.
Yeah.
Ooh,
This
might
is
have
a-
a nice tight corner edge. There we go, coming down here. That's the right a bit, and then we're going to go down nice big double drop into that. Like, that's quite a long water coaster, that.
Yes, yeah.
It's nice though. We're going to put a couple of flat rides, and what were we thinking for flats around here?
I think a magic carpet, maybe, or
Yeah, Magic Carpet, yeah, see that.
an Enterprise, or something like
Or
that.
both.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
both.
If we've got room.
Yeah.
This water coaster took up a bit more space than originally planned actually, but we need another big family attraction. We've got quite a few thrill rides that we put in up here, so that's going to look really nice there. There we go, let's test it. See how it goes around. Hope you're enjoying the music choice for this episode. Got a little bit of a mix going on here.
Why did you sing along with it, Sean?
No. We can't sing along to this sort of music, not theme music. There we go. Some bass. Slow start. There we go, it starts to come up. I'm going to change the lift hill speed to 6. Let's get it up. Not many boats on this. I'm a bit concerned about the boat situation. Throughput. There we go. Straight into a massive drop. Nice.
Yeah, loses the speed nicely there.
Yeah, just before it comes round to the corner. Start putting the queue line in, stuff while it's there we go.
You've got to have your typical dodgems. I mean, you haven't got any dodgems on the park yet.
No, not yet. Like you say, we're going for sort of the countries and stuff at the moment with this park. So I'm not quite sure. I normally do like a Fantasyland area, but I'm just not too sure if it's going to work in this park.
Yeah.
I don't think it will. Because here we're going for pirates. We said that back in episode 1, pirates here. And then we've got room just up here, which we believe we're going to be using sort of the Roman theming, some stuff like that. At the top. It's looking really good though. It's looking really good. There we go, it's coming up lift 2. Yeah, that'll definitely be might put a bit of a dark ride section. We are going to build a big dark ride actually in this park. Going to be a couple of dark rides actually on this side. Of course, a Pirates of the Caribbean knockoff. It's got to be done. Here we go, coming round into a bit of a spot. Oh, that's quite a nice. There we go. I like that. Nice family ride. There we go. Up another lift hill. Up she goes. I do love a good water coaster. That one was probably the best one I've done though at Gardaland.
Yeah, it was
I like
nice.
that. Yeah, coming around a little bit. Up. There we go.
Nice interaction.
It'd be nice when it's themed that. Down, bit of airtime. There we go, back around. Yeah, just about the right amount of boats on. Ideally it'd be good with a couple more. I'm sure we can mess about with the settings and stuff with that one.
Could it not be quite nice for that area if you wanted family, maybe something like a cycle railway or...
Yeah.
You know, just something that is... Because you have to kind of think, this is getting really technical, but like, you're going to have younger guests as well as sort of 8, 9, 10-year-olds. You are going to have a lot younger guests as well who are going to want...
It's true. It's a true fact. He speaks the truth.
This reminds me a lot of Dora the Explorer.
Dora's World Voyage.
Dora's World Voyage at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
It's a good ride. Bit of a shout out there to Nickelodeon Land. I like Nickelodeon. What do you think in terms of children's areas in this country? What do you think's the best?
Well, to be honest, if you were to ask me 5 years ago, I would have said there wasn't a lot. I mean, most things have developed greatly in the last...
That's all we've had in the past 5 years, you know. Since Thomas Land was put in at Drayton Manor in 2008.
It's become a competition, hasn't it? It's become very competitive.
Since then you've had Blackpool, Nickelodeon Land, Alton Towers, CBeebies Land, Angry Birds Land at Thorpe Park, you know, I mean...
IPs as well.
Peppa Pig World.
It's not just children's areas, because it's clear that children's areas are what people want. They want IP'd children's areas. They want a recognisable brand that they can appreciate and they can think, well, I watched Thomas the Tank Engine and now I actually get to go to the actual Land. Thomas Land.
I mean, I think that Thomas Land is by far the best of the lot.
And it just keeps getting better.
Yeah,
just keeps getting better and better.
The thing is that the size of that whole area now is huge, and I think if you're going there,
they have these rides this year there.
If these families are going there for the pure reason of, a lot of these people that come for that sort of thing will go just for that area.
Yeah.
And they'll spend the whole day there.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest one we've got in the country.
It's a big enough area to spend that long. They've just put the 3 new rides in extended Sodor this year, haven't they?
See, the thing is, like,
you could spend the whole day in that one area.
With Alton Towers and Drayton Manor, though, you have to also bear in mind they are sort of very centralised in the country. So they're pretty much the same sort of distance from anyone travelling from any sort of border of the UK. Whereas obviously you've got the London attraction, the London parks, which are completely different. But obviously Alton, if you look at Old McDonald's, everyone was saying, it's time something was done with it because
it needed updates.
Yeah.
Whether an IP was the right move at Alton Towers or not. I don't know. I'm not a massive fan
But
of
the thing
Arcades.
is, it's also created an opportunity for entertainment at the hotels. I mean, if you ever go over to the, Alton Towers Hotel, Splash Islands Hotel, and the Enchanted Village, you've got plenty of opportunities to go and watch CBBS things, and CBBS. I don't know. I think
Meet and greets.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'd rather have seen Sir Algernon, which is the hotel character,
Yeah.
and to put that into a themed area instead of, I mean, let's be honest, like Post and Pat was the only new ride in that area, wasn't it, really?
Of course.
The rest of it was repaints and stuff, and they did a good job.
And Octonauts was a late addition.
Octonauts was a late. Octonauts is a great ride. I think it's just what the park needed, a junior coaster, and then it works your say up. You can then go onto your mine train, your spinball, your 13, then onto your 1.4 thrill rides. But yeah.
But the trouble is, as business demand grows, is one very young children's coaster going to be enough to please an audience? Because you could look at Alton Towers and say, yes, you've got CBeebies, yes, you've got Cloud Cuckoo Land, yes, you've got Mutiny Bay. But if you went on a very quiet day, and unfortunately Alton Towers has had quite a quiet season this year, I suppose all the parks have in their own sense, does that not necessarily mean that there isn't enough to occupy a day for everyone? I mean, that might be me just having a bit of a broad view, but you have to consider that there's going to be, for thrill seekers, there's enough to do at the park for one day, to sort of take time and do sideline attractions along the way. But I don't know, I think a family market's got to be one of the hardest markets to please. I mean, thrill seekers know what they're after, they know what they're looking for, and if they'll know whether they get it after one ride. But with a family themed area, you've got to really be careful of how many times can you entertain an audience before they start losing interest, because obviously children can lose interest very easily on these sort of things. So it's a tough call, but Nickelodeon's more for,
I think Nickelodeon,
older. Would you not say an older, an older
range,
yeah.
Because with Nickelodeon Land, obviously you got Nickelodeon Streak, which is a big wooden coaster, really. That wouldn't complain if we had a wooden coaster like that. Somewhere like Thorpe Park. So, it's a big ride to have in a children's family area.
It is.
But I do think that Nickelodeon Land and Thomas Land are definitely the better one. But saying that, Peppa Pig World, I don't know if either of you have been down there or not. Obviously, it's quite a long way to go. Peppa Pig World's a good area as well. And that's what Paulton's next year with their 2 new coasters. I mean, what do you think to that?
Well, the thing is, Paultons seem to know what they're doing with marketing as well. I mean,
Paulton's marketing is probably some of the best in the UK.
Because you can go anywhere. You can listen to any radio station that's even nationally, not just necessarily just localized to the Midlands or a particular area. It's so broad, and you consistently hearing Peppa Pig World, Peppa Pig World. A lot of people don't even know where Paultons Park is. I mean, me and Joe have never been, but you hear so much about it.
It's a long way down by Southampton. It's a long way from, it's not very centralised like Alton Towers, and obviously Blackpool sort of covers your public up at the top end of the country.
Alton Towers and Drayton Manor are lucky that they're right in the heart of things. I mean, you're not too far from the M1 for Alton Towers if you're looking to travel, so anyone from around the country can get to Alton Towers. And then obviously with Drayton Manor, you are, you're right in the heart of Birmingham essentially, because I know you're sort of coming out of it into Tamworth, but you are still very much in a main.
It's got the easy connections off the M6 and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think in terms of the UK, so it's about time that the parks pulled the finger out and said, let's get,
I'd like to see now that Drayton Manor can expand their Thomas Land not just into the theme park. I'd like to see what else they can do with it, towards the hotel side, what.
I think there's enough Thomas Land in the park now.
Yeah.
They need to sort Pirates Adventure out now. It's about time they sorted that out. Right, anyway, what we're going to do, we'll speed up a little bit while I'm finishing this off. And then that pretty much comes towards the end of the episode. I think we'll have time to put a couple of flats in. I like Joe's idea of maybe an Enterprise here and maybe a magic carpet. Yeah, just up there, and that'll sort of theme that off. You zoom out though on the map now and look at it. It looks amazing. The areas are very clear what's going on.
2/3 of the park are complete.
Pretty much done. And obviously with this here, it's a very, very green area. It blends in very well with all the forestry area. Then this is going to come more bright pirates and stuff. So we'll speed up with this bit. I'll carry on with the with this one. Let's have a look at all the results. Oh, 6.08. I wasn't expecting that. It's not even fully themed yet. That's good on the excitement rating. So we'll stop that testing, speed you up, and we'll put these flat rides in. Looking good. Okay, so I've finished theming the water coaster. There's still a little bit of enhancements to do around the bottom here, but we'll wait until we start moving down in towards our pirate themed land. Starting to be able to connect this path up soon as well in the next couple of episodes.
Getting ever close to opening the park.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, obviously me and Alex, you know, these episodes are pre-recorded at the moment. We're out in California. As soon as we come back, you know, in the next couple of weeks, 2 more episodes, we're going to come back and we're going to get this park open. We're going to, all your comments on the videos with name suggestions and stuff. Yeah, again, I want names for the dive coaster, names for these flats we're going to put in now and the water coaster. Comment below and we'll pick all the names, go through all the episodes and pick the best ones. And obviously read out your name and what sort of names you've picked.
And also, if you feel like something's been done that could have been done better, you know, do send it in, because Sean will look through the comments and see what he can find that might make a suitable suggestion. I mean, I don't think he'd do anything too drastic, but
no. But if you've got any other ideas to add to things, you know, that's fine. We can go back and rectify them. Enterprise, this side or that side, Joe? We're gonna have a magic carpet and an Enterprise, 2 flats.
I think keep them. I think have the magic carpet the side you're on now. So keep the Enterprise this side, I reckon.
Enterprise about there.
Yeah.
Whack that in like so. Bit of Enterprise. What colour scheme do you reckon for this one?
Well,
Green and brown,
have you got a continuous
Gondolas brown and no green, sorry, and the supports brown.
Yeah. That's sort of what we got.
Looks a bit like a tree then.
Tree.
A swinging tree.
Swinging tree. There we go. What should we have? One way is our jungle entrance, haven't we, I suppose, fit with the rest of the area. I'm thinking as well in the next episode we're going to put a dart ride in up here. We're going to build a big warehouse there and we're going to build our first dart ride. Obviously it's a bit in our YouTube doing dart rides because, you can't put the theme in. So, well, you can, but you're not going to be able to see it if you put a building over. So it's more a fact of pretending that there's a dark ride there. In terms of realism, making the park look good and stuff, I think putting a dark ride in is a good idea. Something we will do. So the Enterprise there, and the magic carpet on this side. I think we'll put it quite close to the path.
Yeah.
And then we'll put them round the back. So you can sort of see what's going on. What colours do you reckon for this? Same sort of.
I think same sort of colours as the Enterprise wouldn't be bad, because then you've got kind of a themed,
Symmetrical.
Yeah, a themed
That looks
selection.
a bit like Quantum.
Yeah,
I like Quantum.
I think Quantum's a very underrated ride.
What's your favourite flat ride at Thorpe Park?
I've got to say, Slammer.
Slammer. I'd
Slammer.
be gutted, if that does end up going.
Yeah, I mean it's been rumoured for years that it's going, so, but it looks like they've stuck with it. So
These magic carpets always get a long queue, so I'm gonna.
I think it ran for quite a lot of the season. I thought last season. Every time I went, it was open.
It was open for Friday nights. I got on it a couple of times at Friday nights. Charlotte doesn't like it, but I had a couple of rides on it.
It's like Marmite, that ride. You either love it or you hate it.
I just love the Force. What do you think of it,
Yeah.
Alex?
To be honest, with it being the only flat I've done at Thorpe Park, it's kind of got to be my favourite, hasn't it? But I do.
Oh, is that the only
really
flight you've
fancy.
done?
I know. I am so honest to God. I am so behind on the world, just the world in general. There's so many things I haven't done. California's going to be a big one I'm ticking off my list. I'll make sure I definitely visit Thorpe Park in full next year because I only sort of had a brief visit.
Where would you rather go, Thorpe Park in full or California?
Thorpe Park in full or California? California definitely.
That was a joke, but there we go.
I'm sorry.
Nothing wrong with Thorpe Park. What do you think the future holds for Thorpe? Obviously, we've got the big dark ride going on sort of next year, but this year, sorry. What do you think sort of, what we're going to see in the future?
I mean, again, Merlin have got this thing about like world first developments and designs. They really want the newest sort of, I don't know, they want to have one up on whatever anyone else has got. But the trouble is, yes, having a world first element is cool because it's something new, it's something riveting, it's exciting. But at the same time, when they build something that's so new and so unique, they forget the original features that people love and adore. I mean, we know it's going to be a dark ride, and I think I'm more concerned. I mean, obviously I don't know for sure. I mean, Merlin may completely blow anything out of the water that's ever been done before.
It's got a huge budget.
Yeah.
From what we've heard.
So, am I right in thinking it's going to be one of the biggest budgets?
Well, it's the most expensive ride, rumoured to be the most expensive ride Merlin have ever built.
Right.
Which is big. It's topping the Swarm, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there we are, magic carpet.
Because I remember when we first sort of saw the Dark Secret coming marketing, we didn't really think that the site would turn out to be as big as we thought. I mean, some people would say it's a tiny site for a dark ride. Some would say it's about right. But I mean,
it depends. In terms of UK dark rides, it's probably the same sort of size as Jewel sort of area. But in terms of worldwide dark rides, then obviously it's nowhere near the size of It's a Small World, Pirates of the Caribbean, Transformers.
But I mean, if you think that it's gonna, I mean, Thorpe have already announced it's gonna last around 13 minutes. It means there's gonna be a lot of time spent in one particular area. So I would assume. So I'd be quite interested to see. Yeah.
Obviously, there's still quite a lot of secrets regarding that attraction, and I'm sure that's something we're going to discuss on Theme Park Worldwide vlogs and also the show when we go down to see the new ride when it opens at Thorpe Park. But in terms of coaster-wise, I'd love to see a hyper coaster.
Yeah.
If a park's going to get one in the UK, I can see it being Thorpe. I can be honest, I do think. What do you guys think?
I'd say like a hyper coaster that goes around the whole boundary of the park.
Yeah.
I mean, that would. I know it kind of overshadow everything else.
But it would also give you that more of an island feel because then it's sort of, it is the border. I mean, again, I always think too broadly about it, but I can see what you mean with that. It would be quite nice to.
Do you know why I'd like one? You get some great views of Heathrow Airport. The tip one. But yeah, we'll have to see.
Because stealth, you only get a couple of seconds of enjoyment.
Yeah, a couple of seconds. I love stealth. I do like me into the accelerators a lot. And we're lucky to have stealth. When it opened in 2006, I remember going down there and thinking, blimey, that's a big ride to have in this country, and it still is,
Yeah.
Up there, that and the big one, as much as the big one it is a monorail.
Well, I mean, we've discussed it previously, but I think the big thing that everyone's sort of looking to coaster-wise now is going to be Blackpool, because they seem to be the ones that
Yeah,
are...
we spoke about it actually,
Yeah,
didn't we?
we did.
When we were on a couple of episodes back. What's Joe think to what we're hearing from Blackpool at the moment, coaster-wise?
I think it's definitely a step forward for them. Like, I mean, they haven't seen a new coaster in a long time, obviously.
A long
I mean,
too long.
you can call Infusion a new coaster if you want, but it's not really. It's a it's been removed,
Revamped,
placed,
yeah.
and then put in in Pleasure
Revamped
Beach.
and then removed.
So I wouldn't really class that as a new investment. I'd say that's a moved ride. But
Just going to put a couple of food outlets in here just before we wrap this episode up as well. Just then we can
In
say
regards to new builds,
this is done.
yeah, but if they do get a new ride there, I think it'll be an excellent thing for them because they have a chance there to sort of redeem themselves because at the moment they are a little bit dated.
what would you want to see? If you could see anything?
Mac Mega Coaster.
Everybody wants the Mac Mega Coaster, and it's heavily rumoured that it is. Mac have been spotted on site, whether that's routine maintenance for obviously their Mac attractions like the Splash Bash and the Avalanche,
Yeah.
But I do firmly believe that Blackpool is the part to watch in this country now. They've already winning all these awards now, UK's #1 and stuff, and I can see why, to be honest. It might not have the best staff in the world at the moment, but I think that's something that's improved a lot, and I always used to slate the park for its staff. But this year, they've really stepped up.
I've not really seen any bad ones.
I've been
for a while.
4 times this year to the Pleasure Beach, and if you've seen the vlogs, we've had a cracking time every
And
visit.
the thing is, like Blackpool, as I would say, a majority of their audience are a walk-up audience. I mean, so many people go to Blackpool on holiday. It's a regular holiday destination.
4 people.
Whoa.
Sorry, Zoe. Yeah.
It was going to happen, wasn't it? But with such a walk-up market, people don't know what to expect, and it's really impressive that when people get there, they're just wowed because they don't expect a theme park so close to the seaside. Really, I mean, it's raining again.
I wish I was wild when I went to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. But you know, it might come in 2017. Skyforce, wasn't a bad investment. Would I have gone for it personally? No.
Yeah.
But saying that, Leesburg, they're getting some new flats.
I think if they were really so passionate about putting that in, I would have thought they'd put 2 because
throughput is absolutely diabolical.
It is.
There's no other word to
Shocking,
describe it.
really.
And the fact that the management were originally going to put Speedy Pass on it, I think is an outrage, to be honest.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm just doing this Chinese area very quickly, I'm just finishing this off basically, because that does add a bit of a gap, and then we know that literally all of that is done, apart from any enhancements that we're going to go back and make. I'm just going to put a roof on here, finish this bit, and then we're laughing for this episode. But yeah, Blackpool, I love the place. I've got a lot of heart for that park.
It's very traditional. That's what I like about it. It feels very traditional. When you
Kept
go
the
there.
traditional rides.
Yeah, but I think they do need to get into this century.
What do you think to the northern parts, like Flamingo Land and like What Valley, in terms of future?
You don't hear a lot about them.
They're putting a lot of cheap rides.
Yeah.
Flamingo Land, but they've invested, which
They
is
have,
what would
yeah.
you rather have? A Merlin investment every 3 to 4 years, or a new coaster every couple of years, but it's not as good.
It's a tough call.
I don't know. I'd rather wait for quality. I think.
Quality, I think, always overtakes quantity, doesn't it?
Yeah. 'Cause
Especially in my mind, it does.
at the end of the day, if you could produce a good quality ride and it's very magical, or it's got to have some sort of aspect that makes you want to return to it. And
that's something we've not seen in the UK for a while.
No,
The Swarm is like that for me. I know that's a very touchy subject because a lot of people think the Swarm was a bad ride, but I personally really enjoy the Swarm.
I think it's a fantastic ride. I think it's one of the best rides in the country.
And they went back and added that extra theme in, putting the board up.
Yeah.
The year after.
But you see, I'd also quite like to see the future developments of places like Oakwood as well. I mean, Oakwood, I think is a bit of an underdog at the moment. I think unless you go to Wales or you live in Wales, you're not necessarily familiar with Oakwood and its sort of features. But it's a really great place.
It is a really good park, and with Oakwood, obviously they got one of the best wooden roller coasters around, Megaphobia.
Mark Lewis is
Hi out there to Mark. I don't know if you've been watching the series so far, but you will have seen this now because I'll link you up to it on Facebook. But yeah, so Oakwood's a good part. They're obviously getting some new family stuff for this year as well, which would be interesting to see. So I'm looking forward to seeing that part that I'd like to see develop as well, really, especially if Paramount does end up happening. Some of these smaller parks are going to have to do more to stay in with the competition.
Ignoring the major parks as such, out of the not so familiar parks with the general public, which park would you love to see add the most development now? Which one would you say you feel needs the most now? And I'm not sort of talking...
What need to survive?
Yeah.
What, out of the smaller parks?
Out of the smaller parks.
Lightwater Valley.
Lightwater Valley.
Yeah. Lightwater Valley needs something soon, else we could see an American Adventure situation or a Camelot.
Which would be a shame.
Which would be a shame, but that's something what's not going to happen to this park. We're rounding up this episode. Let's have a look at what we've done then. Over episode 1 we built this whole entrance area. Over episode 2 we built the log flume and the wooden roller coaster, and heavily themed that. In episode 3 we put in this area with the rapids, the floorless coaster. Episode 4 we did the theming sort of around the top here for the Texas Tubs ride, and also the mine train down the bottom. Episode 5, obviously Joe came in, we did this whole top area around here, and also the very, very hard to build bobsleigh coaster, which hasn't crashed at all. And then we've got this episode where we've done this whole area here, this whole jungle theme, finished off this area with the food outlets, making that whole area complete. Of course we put the Great Wall in as well. That's it then for this episode. I'll be back next week on my own, where I'm going to continue building around the top here. I'm going to put up a couple of paths. Obviously the jungle theme's going to end here, so I'm going to do a little dart ride at the top. Quite a big dart ride, and we'll start bringing round into our sort of Roman area, maybe down into the Pirates area as well. Thanks for coming on, guys. It's been great to have you on here, both Joe Beasley and Alex Crump. Of course, we're enjoying our holiday out in California at the moment. Beautiful weather's gorgeous out there.
What's the weather like at home?
Where do you fancy going this afternoon? Where should we go now?
Well, again, Paint the Night's on, isn't it? So
Paint the Night, Disneyland Forever. Let's go and watch that. So
and Aladdin's final performance was sensational.
It was brilliant, wasn't it?
We really loved it. Hang on, let's record a second ending just in case we didn't see the final. It's a shame we really didn't get to see the final performance of Aladdin.
There you go. Next week, will be the final episode before we go fully interactive again, and of course we're going to be interacting with you guys with names, and also what do you want to see built down here in our Pirates area and also the Roman area as well. That's been Joe, Alex as well, and I've been Sean Sandbrook. That means it's time to cue those credits.
Bye.
See you later, guys.